We're at Ford Field, one of the most unique stadiums in the country. The Lions began calling this home in 2002. Welcome to Detroit. I'm Tom Hammond. Beside me in the booth, Chris Collinsworth. Glad you're with us. We should be in for a good one. Green Bay squares off against Detroit.
You're looking at one of the most talented pass catchers in all the NFL, and I think he's poised for a big one.
Well, the Dome is, of course, providing perfect conditions for today's game.
This game is presented by Snickers, who reminds you to be a champion.
Crosby places the ball on the tee and will get ready to kick this one off. Williams and Brown look ready to return this one. He'll down it in the end zone. First down now and 10 to go. Ball on the 20.
The stop was made by Al Harris.
Yeah, I don't think that was a designed quarterback run on that one. He simply couldn't find anybody open, saw a running lane, and boy, that didn't stay open for very long either.
Smith on the run.
Jolly makes the tackle.
A 5-yard gain. That'll bring up third down. The offense needs about 3 yards to get the first here on third down. He rolls right. Short throw to the left.
Anytime you give up that quick pressure like that, very seldom are those passes completed.
Nelson is the return man.
He gets out to about the 42-yard line.
Make sure that you take advantage of your best receiver out there. He's one of those guys who can force the defense to double him. And when they do, that'll open other things up for you.
He throws left. Cuts back, and he's dropped. And they get 5 yards from that completion.
When you get that man-to-man coverage, sometimes you have to be a little bit careful. There are defensive backs in this league that will take a chance, jump that one, and if they do, it's 6 points the other way.
Short pass to his left. Buchanan
is there on the tackle.
And that's an area where he excels. He works his way through his progressions quickly and doesn't hesitate when he sees the receiver break free in coverage.
They keep it on the ground with the tailback.
Those are many yards right there. Just a couple of yards on the gain. That anytime you look up and they're moving the chains, you know you've done your job.
Short throw to the right. Julian Peterson makes the tackle.
Typically, receivers are a little taller than defensive backs, so it's not a bad play on occasion to throw one up and let your guy try and go and out-jump the defender.
He's scrambling.
And the more you talk to defenses and defensive coordinators, probably the thing that frustrates them the most is when a quarterback takes off and runs with the football. He's the one guy they would like to not have to defend.
Here's the pass. Jones can't make the catch. They can't complete the pass, and now the offense will be looking at second down. Going for it all. It falls incomplete.
Aaron Rodgers let that one get away. He has a great arm, but sometimes he'll still miss those deep balls.
Here's the throw. Comes down with it. Tackle was made by Anthony Henry.
The Packers are having some success getting the ball down the field on this drive. This offense is clicking.
I'd like to see that.
keep it on the ground with the tailback.
Use all of the field when passing. Make sure the defense can't just sit there on any particular route.
Off to the right. Will Peterson is there on the tackle. Grant gains around 8
yards. You don't have very far to go.
Run.
Get this and keep the drive alive.
This is the 11th play of this drive. They hand it off. Tackle was made by Sims.
And as a play caller, when you see a successful running play like that, it makes you a little more confident to call it the next time.
Goes for the end zone. Tipped pass. And they can't complete the first down pass attempt. Second down coming up. Throws it. Nearly picked off. He should have had that one. And now the offense will be faced with a third down situation. Passes it. Makes the catch.
Wait, don't jump!
Get on the board first.
Aaron Rodgers is one of the top quarterbacks in the league, and there's really no debate about that. He can change the outcome of a game, and he's such a strong leader. Just a fantastic player and fun to watch.
Green Bay up 7 points. This one's going to be downed in the end zone for a touchback. They had to punt it away on their previous drive. Hands it to the back. Still going. Smith picks up about 4 yards on the play. 2nd and 6. Throws it out. Falls incomplete.
And when you throw a football that hard, it just leaves no margin for error because there's no room for the wide receiver to make an adjustment.
Gets the pass off. He thinks he hauled it in, but we'll see what the officials say. They rule it incomplete.
Well, let's give him some credit for making a great effort, but just unable to pull that one in.
He takes it to the 48. The Packers got the ball into the end zone on their last possession. Here's the give. Grant gains around 6 yards on the run. So 2nd down now. The offense needs about 4 for the first. There for the reception.
Yeah, that sets it up now for 3rd down. We always talk about 3rd down conversions, but if you have good 2nd down plays, it gives you a chance to get into some blitz packages now on 3rd down.
Gets the pass out. Not able to make the catch in traffic.
The defense had their number during that last series as they go 3 and out.
And it really looked like the defense won the battle up front. The big guys controlling the line of scrimmage made the difference there.
This is a very questionable play call here. I'm not sure I agree with it. Throws it short. And they can't make a play on 4th down.
Boy, a missed opportunity there. If he could have gotten the ball to the halfback that time, there was a chance he could have done something with it.
Excellent pass protection. That's a gain of 5. That'll bring up 2nd down. It's 2nd and 5 here. Ball on the 49-yard line. They'll give it off here. The stop was made by Raji. A couple of yards there.
As a quarterback, you really want to make that pre-snap read, and it's kind of hard to not see the middle linebacker. He came on the blitz that time, and sometimes you just need to get out of a play like that.
And he caught it. Too close to call. Here comes the chain gang.
Making it happen, Captain. Making it happen. Just sticking it up. That's you. That's you. Let's go. Let's go.
He got it.
You know they were winning. It was up there.
And that's probably the biggest difference I've seen in the NFL. It used to be some of those 3rd and short situations were more of rundowns. Now in the NFL, almost exclusively passing downs.
And the pass is incomplete.
Good release that time by the receiver at the line of scrimmage, but the pass simply was just not there.
The pass is away. Pass is complete. Tackle was made by Matthews.
You know, tight ends may not come up with those real explosive plays down the field all the time, but they sure are a nice target for the quarterback.
Again, he'll get the call. Big play. The Lions will have 1st and goal.
Nothing makes a defensive coordinator cringe more than seeing that kind of run, because then it sets up the play action, and there's almost no way to stop an offense if you can't stop the run and you have to deal with play action. And if he can get just a little bit more time, there are guys running open down the field. The pressure is getting close, but it's not there. He should take a fraction longer to make that throw.
And the defense has a heavy rush to the end zone. Almost picked. Wyatt Johnson was his intended target.
You got to go out there and execute, man.
And this is the 9th play of the current drive. He throws right. Drops the sure pick.
It's not so much a bad pass as a bad decision. He saw the coverage there, simply had to go to the next receiver. He didn't make the right move.
The 30. Brought down at the 35. Excellent return on the kickoff.
You know, that's one of those plays that as a kick returner, you don't always run to the hole when you see it. You kind of run away from the hole, and then at the last second you make a break into the hole so that they don't know where the hole is because you're not running in that direction. Does that make any sense?
To the 10. He gets in for 6.
For a long time, Donald Driver was really the go-to guy with the Green Bay Packers. But Greg Jennings over the last few years has really stepped up his game, especially in that big play department.
Mason Crosby tacks on the extra point. Let's take a look at the sprint drive summary. Green Bay will send this one deep. Williams and Brown are deep to return this kick.
He's tackled at the 21-yard line. The Lions put up 3 points their last time out. The Lions will begin this drive at the 21. Gives it off. He fights forward to about the 23. Hampman is there on the tackle. Second and 8 coming up here. Ball on their own 23. Passes the ball. Drops the easy hit. Nick Barnett was defending on the play.
Third down.
They'll need 8 here. Ball on the 23-yard line. All kinds of pressure. Gets the pass away.
Under pressure, he felt the heat that time and was forced to throw it away quickly.
Home games.
The Lions line up to punt. Nelson will be the return man. He makes it out to the 41-yard line.
The Packers have been rolling so far, and now they can really start to take control of this one with another touchdown.
Dumps it out left. Tackle was made by Philip Buchanan. Lee picks up.
I'm thinking I'd just run it right at him.
Won't be stopped. Green gets a nice gain of about 5 yards, and that'll be good for a first down.
Let's go, yo.
First and 10. Rodgers hands it off straight ahead. They pick up a good 6 yards there. That brings up second down. Short throw to the right.
Aaron Rodgers handled all the pressure of following a legend so beautifully, but now he is starting to build on his own very impressive career.
Grant takes it up the middle. Runs right through the tackle.
Ryan Grant does as good a job as anybody out there. If it's a small hole, he finds a way to get through it. If it's a big hole, you see an explosion.
Throws it. He's there for the catch.
Aaron Rodgers is one of the top quarterbacks in the league, and there's no debate about that. He can change the outcome of the game. He's such a strong leader, just a fantastic player and fun to watch.
Mason Crosby is good on the point after. Here's your sprint drive summary. Crosby places the ball on the tee and will get ready to kick this one off. Brown and Williams look ready to return this one. Breaks another tackle.
The Lions are looking to dig themselves out of this big hole that they've dug themselves into, and at the very least, you have to show the guys on the other bench you're not going to roll over.
He throws left. Brings it in. They'll gain 4 on that pass play.
Good job by the offense that time. Really nothing there down the field. He just takes a little completion and keeps moving the ball.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Ball on the 26. Smith gets the ball. Nick Collins is there on the tackle.
The Lions get another big gain there. I'm telling you, I'm impressed with what they're doing right now in the running game.
He doesn't need a rush here. The stop was made by Pickett. Gain of 2, and that will bring up 2nd down. Passes. There for the catch.
The Lions have been facing a pretty stiff pass defense so far. They haven't been getting too much on their completions, but that time, a big play, and that's exactly what they needed.
It's the fullback. Jenkins was there on the tackle. Second and 9 coming up here. Ball on the 44-yard line. Defense closing in. Great protection. He's dragged down on the play, but they'll only lose about a yard on the play.
I really like how they attacked the quarterback that time. Good-looking defensive play.
The Packers just took their first timeout. Dumps it out right.
The Lions are getting on a bit of a roll here. Nice play calling and good execution. The defense looks a little confused right now.
He's got all day to throw. Passes the line. The stop was made by Clay Matthews.
Yeah, and the key is making that first pass rusher miss you. More often than not, there's one guy in your way. You can make that first guy miss. A lot of times those defenders have their backs turned and are running away from it.
Tackle was made by Atari Bigby.
The Lions will maybe get kick-started a little bit after that catch. Their passing game hasn't exactly been very impressive so far.
Smith gets it on the inside. And this one looks like it's going to come back. First and long now after the penalty. Green Bay takes a timeout, and they'll have one timeout left. So first down once again, but a long ways to go following the penalty. The defense has him surrounded.
Good coverage and good push by the Packers.
This is the 11th play of this drive. Batted away. Al Harris had the coverage on the play. And this is the 12th play of the drive. He needs to get the pass off. Clay Matthews records his second sack of the game.
They are not good.
They'll line it up for a very long field goal attempt. This one 53 yards away. Someone jumped early down there. They call on the field goal unit. This will be a 58-yard attempt. No good.
Don't try and throw this to the middle of the field. Your guy will never have a chance to get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Grant on the handoff. He's tackled at the 49-yard line by Jackson. Grant gains about 4 yards on the play.
Let's go get it.
It out. Peterson knocks it down. And now the offense
Get
will
the
be
pass
faced
and
with
look
a
to the
third down
sideline.
situation.
You can't let the clock run down here.
Gets away. Brought down right around the 42-yard line by Ernie Sims.
Let's go, baby, let's go.
And it appears that the coach will keep his offense out there. This is a very questionable play call here. I'm not sure I agree with it. And that looked like a pretty good move there as they called the timeout before the play clock ran out. 4th down. The Packers lining up to punt. They down it at the 3.
The Lions are in a dangerous territory right now. This one's gotten a little out of hand, but a touchdown on this series, maybe your defense gets a little momentum going.
Gives to the back. The stop was made by Pickett. They get 5 yards on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down. They line up at the 9.
Stay with it, stay with it.
Time for a short break as we send you to the studio for stats and highlights.
Thanks, Tom. We hope everyone is enjoying the game so far. Let's get right to the action. Here are the top plays from the first half. The total amount of plays run on each side is dead even. Jennings has over 75 yards receiving. Green Bay is on top 21-3. Let's get you back to the action now.
Welcome back to Ford Field. Taken from the 3-yard line. Gets to about the 27. The Packers will start this drive at the 27. Gets the ball away. Buchanan gets the pick. Tackle was made by James Jones. That's the game's first turnover. They'll give it off here. The stop was made by Jenkins. Short pass to his left. A.J. Hawk is there on the tackle. Brandon Pettigrew makes his third grab. 3rd and 3 coming up. He gets another carry. Williams makes the tackle.
It's good to see Detroit running the football like this today. This is their 30th ranked rushing team a season ago, and really a season of almost no highlights for the Detroit Lions.
They go with the toss. He gets out to about the 18-yard line before he's dropped by a host of tacklers. They go with a pitch to the right. He doesn't get back to the line.
Well, you know you've got an aggressive safety when he's making tackles for a loss behind the line of scrimmage. Typically, these guys are trying to not give up a big play in the passing game. Now when you see somebody in the backfield, that's impressive.
Here's the give. Brown loses the ball. We're going to have a scramble. Stafford picks it up. The Lions maintain control of the football.
Huge effort to maintain possession of the ball. When you're mixing it up at the bottom of one of those piles of big bodies and clawing and scratching, it's tough.
End zone. Right through his hands. He almost had the pick. And they can't complete the first down pass attempt. Second down coming up.
No sense.
This is the 9th play of this drive. He gets another carry. Smith gains about 2 yards on the run. And this is the 10th play of the drive. Short throw to the left. Touchdown, and they're still in this one.
Just a great route that time. No way that he wasn't going to catch that football and score with that one. That was beautiful.
Jason Hanson is good on the point after. Here's a look at the drive summary presented by Sprint. He's tackled at the 30. The Packers suffered an interception on their last possession. The Packers will set up shop at the 30. Crushed as he threw. Sims was there to bring him down. He's had a great game.
One thing you got to remember, any running play can go all the way. Provided you have good blocking up front, your back can find the creases and break into the open field.
Dumps it out left. Ernie Sims was there on the tackle.
You really get the feeling the officials are letting these guys play out here today. There have been no penalties called to this point. Great to see a game like this.
Gives to the back. Tackle was made by Hill. Ryan Grant picked up a nice gain of 7 yards. That'll give them the first. Give to the tailback. The stop was made by Dwayne White.
The Packers running the ball well today after finishing sort of in the middle of the pack running the ball a season ago. And it was definitely an offensive transition.
Don't panic. Let's focus, all right?
Here's the give. Tackle was made by Ernie Sims.
The Packers have shown dominance in the ground game, and they're not letting up one bit. They'll probably look to keep pounding it so they can tire out this defense in the fourth quarter.
Tight squeeze, and it's intercepted. It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 21. Handoff on the draw.
Very effective call that time by the defensive coordinator, bringing the outside linebacker a terrific way to give your defense some help in stopping the run.
And they're coming after him. He's dropped. The Packers have been getting back there, would you say, with ease?
With ease indeed. I think they've been calling a pretty good game on the defensive side. This sort of pressure, a lot of it's been coming from the coaching staff.
He throws left. And it'll be 4th down following the pass deflection.
Just terrific play by the defense. They followed the quarterback's eyes, made a quick jump on the ball, and were all over that one.
At the 30, hit and dropped at the 23. The Packers turned the ball over on an interception their last time out. The Packers will begin this drive at the 23-yard line. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. Grant picks up 2 yards with the carry. Second down and 8. Ball on the 22.
Just missed that time, bringing him down for a sack, but great pressure to force an incompletion.
Section 25, row 22. You've won an all-expenses paid trip with the cheerleader of your choice.
Is there for the catch. The defense just didn't match up well on that play.
Yeah, tough to match up one-on-one in man coverage against that wide receiver. He's pretty good.
The pocket is collapsing. He's sacked.
Okay, now you're close. Get even closer with this pass.
Second and long situation now following the sack.
Yeah, it's on. 15.
It's tipped.
Well, you can't just stare down one receiver on a play like that. The defense is going to be all over it. He was lucky he didn't get picked off there.
And it's complete. Jackson gets his hands on him and drags him down for a loss at the 21-yard line. 4th down. This one will be a 38-yard attempt. He's got it. Let's take a look at the sprint drive summary. Green Bay will kick it deep. Brown and Williams stand deep awaiting the kickoff. This one's going to be downed in the end zone for a touchback.
Really need to step it up offensively now. Either somebody come up with a big play or at least sustain a drive to keep that defense on the field for a while. A touchdown on this series would be a huge boost.
Inside handoff.
You can draw up any sort of protection scheme and blocking scheme that you want, but ultimately this game comes down to one big man against another big man, and that time the defense's big men, they won the battle.
And they get to him. The Packers have been like, a big bully in this game. They get sack number 5.
Sack number 5, and when your defense is on a roll like this, it just gives confidence to your entire team. I don't think they're going to let up at all with this pressure.
Rolls right. Gets the pass away. Comes down with it. Across midfield.
Calvin Johnson, one of those just physical freaks, if you will. A guy that is 6'5", that runs under a 4.40, and has shown a real playmaker ability. You're talking about one of the true superstars in the game today.
Defense closing in. He got decleated. The Packers obviously have been focused on getting to the quarterback.
You think? They're after his butt out there today. And the worst part from the quarterback standpoint is all the confusion they're causing with their blocking schemes.
Here's the pass. Charles Woodson makes the tackle.
And when you're trying to catch those high, hard ones, you just don't know what's going to happen to your body. I tell you, you haven't lived until you caught one of those and had one of those clowns flip you upside down.
Barnett was there on the tackle.
The Lions are putting together a good-looking drive here. That's their 3rd first down.
They keep it on the ground with the tailback. Stiff arms, and the defender still makes the tackle. Smith gets 7 yards on the play. Stafford is looking to stay perfect on this drive. The Packers have been blistering these guys. That's now 7 sacks.
7 sacks. At some point, it's time to say, hey, call off the dogs over there. This thing's going to be over.
Come on, baby. Come on.
Passes, end zone. And the point after is good. Here's your sprint drive summary. Hit and dropped at the 30.
If you can play mistake-free from here on out, you should be able to walk away with this victory.
He passes short. Delmas makes the tackle. Finley makes his 3rd grab. Here's the throw. White is there on the tackle. Finley is able to make his 4th reception. Moves forward. Throws it. And he can't hang on.
He's one of those quarterbacks who trusts his arm maybe a little bit too much. He should have never thrown that ball.
All kinds of pressure. He rolls right. Tackle is made by Peterson. They get 3 yards.
Everyone
on the
needs
play,
to stay
and
focused
that makes
here.
it 3rd
Hold
down.
your blocks, run good routes, and make a good pass. You need to convert this.
Scrambles. Past the line. Too close to call. Here comes the chain gang.
Coming out not quit and try to throw it soft. Come on.
I'm just saying.
The referee signals to the sideline. They're that close. Looks like they'll opt to go for it here. Flips it out short. He's dropped at the 14 by Buchanan.
It is so hard to complete passes like that on 4th down because there's no mystery about what you're going to have to do, and especially in those long yardage situations, you have to execute perfectly, and that's exactly what they did.
Passes it. Touchdown Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers passes for another score, his 4th of the game. It looks like they'll go for 2. Hit as he passes.
That pass falls incomplete. Jennings, the intended receiver on the play.
Crosby looks to send this one deep. They can't bring him down. Looked like someone got caught holding. Here's the official call.
Holding on the receiver.
They'll go to work at the 8. 1st and 10. Gives it off. Matthews was there on the tackle. This play call really didn't make much sense.
No, at this point in the game, when you know that not only is the defense working against you, but so is the clock, a run call here probably is not a very good idea. And there you see just a little bit of how tremendous these athletes are in the NFL. The ability to go up above the defense and make a play like that, that was fun to watch.
Hit as he throws.
When you get that kind of pressure, a lot of times the play will result in something worse than just an incompletion.
They line up at the 20.
Let's go do this thing, baby. Come on, make a play. Go back to it.
Throws it out. Nearly picked off. He should have had that one.
3rd down.
Derek Williams was the intended receiver on the play.
What's up, man? Hey, pick sticks, pick sticks. Let's keep playing. We're good.
Gets the pass off. He makes another catch. Northcutt makes his 3rd catch of the game. Takes this one back to midfield. They'll set up shop at midfield. Jackson takes it left. And he makes it out to about the 47-yard line before several defenders bring him down. He throws short. Almost picked. Hodge was defending on the play.
3rd down.
Gets the pass out. Makes the catch.
Receivers who can make plays like that on 3rd down tend to have nice, long careers.
needs to get the pass off. Buchanan is there to bring him down. That's a 2-yard gain.
When you're running the ball up the middle, make sure
down.
you keep an eye on the stunts of the defensive line. You might just have a chance to bounce it to the outside.
There for the reception.
Really strong showing by this young quarterback. He has proven that he can pass against the big boys.
I wouldn't take any chances with a run. Pass it in there and convert
on 2 points here. Not much time to throw. He throws right. He catches the 2-point conversion. Green Bay will be kicking off. Williams and Brown look ready to return this one. They get him at the 27-yard line. Let's see if the offense can put something together on this drive.
Oh, that was terrible.
They'll take over at the 27.
Let's go.
Short throw to the right. Bigby makes the tackle. Derek Williams on the receiving end there, and that's catch number 1 in the game. He's been held in check so far. First down, 10 to go. 2 minutes left in the ball game.
Let's go.
The pass is away. He catches another. To the 20. The stop was made by Bush. And that was a huge gain through the air.
There's nothing like a big pass play to spark an offense. You can see the enthusiasm now, not just in the quarterback and the receivers, but also in those big guys up front.
He doesn't need a rush here. Sacked! I'm really impressed with what this defense has been able to do in this game.
Well, this is getting out of control. Sack number 8. Time to give the defensive coordinator a raise and fire this offensive line coach.
Plenty of room in the pocket. Tackle at the 5 by Jenkins.
Yeah, really not a bad play on that one to pull a ball down in that situation, because now not only do you have to think about maybe pulling somebody out of coverage or maybe just slow down that pass rush a little bit, but it plants a seed in the defense's mind.
Tackle was made by Pickett.
Great play by the defense. You always hear coaches talking about whoever gets lower. Get your pad level lower than the offensive lineman. That time this defensive line did exactly that. Great pressure that time to force that off-target throw. You know when you're bringing pressure, you're going to leave somebody open down the field. You just have to hope you get there before that quarterback finds it.
The halfback with the carry. Jackson gets 6 yards on the play. That'll do it from Detroit. Stay right there for highlights and stats. Our final score is Green Bay 38, Detroit 17. In a rivalry game, you never expect to see this wide of a margin. For Chris Collinsworth, this is Tom Hammond saying goodbye and thanks for tuning in.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports and Madden NFL 10.